Good morning, students. I hope you are doing very well, and I would like to share some information like from Vasisht Vidyalaya website. You can go through the worksheets and revision questions, test papers. So many materials are available, so you can go through, you can refer. Okay. So today we starting this chapter. How do organisms reproduce? Okay. First, I would like to define what is reproduction. The process of giving birth of a offspring by any living organism, that is called reproduction. So this topic we're discussing throughout the chapter. So on this slide you can see the whole chapter is there: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. So today we focus on the asexual reproduction. This is the part 1 video. So today we will understand 6 types of asexual reproduction. Okay. So we move to next slide. Here we go. So before we start different types of reproduction, first we need to understand the basics. Okay. So DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, that is the genetic material present in the nucleus. Okay. Also known as blueprint and master copy, because all the information about your growth, health, protein, okay, it's stored in a DNA. It is present in chromosome, okay, in the nucleus of the cell, contain information for inheritance of features. All the genetic characters are stored in the DNA, so it transfers from one parents to another through DNA. Information source for making proteins. All the informations are stored for making proteins which help in the growth of body. Now there are two processes takes place: DNA duplication and replication. When cell is about to divide, okay, they go for DNA duplication. So DNA duplication takes place inside the nucleus. Okay, first reaction takes place, DNA gets duplicated. Okay, the exact copy they make, and then DNA separates from each other. The separation part we call replication. Okay, and duplication part we call duplication. And when the one DNA separate from another DNA, that is called replication. Separate from each other and make two different cells. The DNA copies generated will be similar but may not be identical to the original. There is always some error when they making the copy. Okay, while making the copy, they cannot be identical. Okay, they are similar. Some, you can say 90% is similar, but 10% will be always different. Okay, that's why we're not saying not be identical. So now we move to what is variation. See, variation is the important for survival of species. We always having some new characters or getting added in our every generation. It allows some individuals to withstand and changes in the environment or niche. So importance of variation means if you are not keep changing yourself with the environment, you won't survive. So as the time is changing, you have to change little bit, and that adaptation makes more survival chances of the species. Here you can see from one mother two children are born, but they are not same. Okay, one is green having characteristics and one having yellowish. The green further next generation gives the children, they still are not similar. So every generation some new characters are getting added. Okay, so that is called variations. Now we move to next slide. Okay, importance of DNA copying in reproduction. That is a very important for continuing the exact copying of DNA. DNA copying means production of exact copy of the original, but the process of copying DNA will have some variation each time, which leads to the stability of the population and formation of new species. Here two things are taking place: for increasing the stability of population and formation of new species. So DNA copying means production of exact copy, but there is always some variation, and that variation gives the formation of new species. So this is the definition of reproduction. Reproduction is the process by which organisms generate new individuals of same kind. Here, reproduction classified into two: asexual reproduction and sexual. So today we focus, our full focus is on asexual reproduction. Okay. So asexual reproduction. Here we can see 6 types are there. We can define formation of new individual from any specialized or unspecialized part of single parent without fertilization. In asexual reproduction, single parent is involved. Most of the time it's female, but sometimes male is also there. Okay, and there is a no fertilization, no fusion of gamete is there, no gametes are produced. So there are 6 groups of asexual reproduction. So one by one we will discuss. Okay, first is the fission. Okay, so we go in the detail of fission. Fission means separating. Here you can see, okay, binary fission in amoeba. Here this is a single cell amoeba. It divides into 2. Okay, so gradually it is divided and then again it divides and finally it is divided. So binary means 2. So here the cell is divided into 2 new cells. Okay, that is called binary fission. So fission can be 2 types: binary and multiple fission. Here in the you can see Plasmodium. Okay, that is responsible for malaria. Okay, protozoa. So one cell divides, further divides, so it is divided into so many cells, and the cell get burst and so many cells are releasing. So this is called multiple fission in Plasmodium. Okay, so fission can be 2 types: binary and multiple fission. Next is fragmentation. It is a type of asexual reproduction in which parent cell is simply breaks up into smaller piece upon maturation. So this is a mature cell of Spirogyra. Okay, and once it is mature, you can see they are splitting out. Okay, so the cell is get separated and they form new cells. Here you can see the parent cell. Okay, and they get separated. So once it is get mature, simply they breaks up and started growing as a new individual. Next we having regeneration. It is a type of asexual reproduction in which parent cell cut or break. Here this is the parent cell. Here the 3 cuts are going on. Cut or break up into several pieces, and each piece will develop into new individuals. So these are cuts into 3 pieces and each piece is developed into new individual. So this is taking place in planaria. Okay. Next we having budding. So it is a type of reproduction in which bud develops. Here you can see the hydra, and this is the small bud, is the outgrowth is called bud, and this bud gradually grows into one individual, and once it is heavy and grown mature, then it is get detached from the parent body and forms new individual. So it is a one specific site, and bud will develop into new individual when fully mature and detached from the parent body. Next is vegetative propagation. Okay, so here different parts of the plant grow into a new individual. It can be root, stem, leaves. Okay, so here we can see this is a bryophyllum leaf, and from the tip of the leaf, okay, or corners of the leaf, you can see the new plant is growing. Even the roots also growing, and once they little grow, they detach from the leaf and grow into new plant, new individual plant. So that is a bryophyllum, and vegetative organ is leaves. Okay, so vegetative propagation in chrysanthemum. Here you can see bisucker or chrysanthemum. Here these are the different branches are coming out, and these branches grows into another roots. Okay, these roots grow to downward and join to the soil and give rise to the new individual. So that is also a root propagation, we can say, through the sucker. Sucker is the organ from where the new roots are developed, and these roots give rise to the new plant. Okay. Now we go for another one, that is the root part we did. That is another example of roots. Okay, vegetative propagation in Pistia. It's an aquatic plant. Here the cluster of roots you can see, and these clusters of roots, some may divide into, grow into new individual. Okay, so vegetative propagation by offset of water, that is also called, that is another name, offset of water lettuce or Pistia. Okay. Next, vegetative propagation by stem. Aerial shoots in formation of axils and development. These are, this is the potato. Here you can see the eyes, okay, and roots are coming out from the potato fruit, okay, sorry, vegetable, and these shoots grow into a new plant. So aerial shoots in potato. So that is also another kind of vegetative propagation. Last one we having spore formation. Okay, it is a type of asexual reproduction in which spores in the sporangium will come out. Okay, so it is takes place in fungus. Rhizopus is a type of fungus. Fungus you can easily go, just put some water for 3 days in a bread and it will greenish color. That fungus is called rhizopus. Okay, so these rhizopus having a thread like structure, that we call sporangium. Okay, here you can see sporangium. So this sporangium having a fruit like structure or circular structure, that having stores so many small spores, and these spores get burst out and the spores are released. Okay, sporangium releases the small spores, and these spores, once the favorable condition comes, they grow into new individual plant. Okay, so this is called spore formation, takes place in normally fungus. So today here we finish the class. That is the asexual reproduction we discussed today. In next class we will focus on the sexual reproduction. If you have any doubts or comments, you can put it. Okay, online doubts are also getting cleared. If you can put on website the doubts, we can clear your doubts. Okay, there is a one question you can write on your notebook. Explain different types of asexual reproduction. So here I finish my teaching. Next time we will continue with the sexual reproduction. Thank you.